Good morning, everyone. Today is 2020, January 20th, Monday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, San Francisco time. And good morning, everyone. Today we have a lot of tons of things to talk about. We're gonna do emacs. Let me show you what's in store today. Okay, so we're gonna talk for 1 hour and more than 1 hour actually. Wait, what's this Webpack index? That's not what we want. Okay, I got tons of let's go to talk show. Okay, so talk show, let me just show you what's in store today. Webback notes, I don't care about Webback. So what's in store today? We're gonna talk about emacs and keyboards, emacs live coding, emac list live coding, UI design, and art. And when we talk about art, it's gonna be lots of stuff. Okay, so let me show you, let me give you a walkthrough of what's in my tabs. So what is this? Okay, so let me show you one by one. So keyboards, Second Life, emac list function that works on string origin, hyphenated words. This is about literature, vocabulary. Okay, and then we have Second Life, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so this is Second Life, and that's my friend. This girl, this woman, she is a friend. We played Second Life together for 4 years, and she's beautiful, Alice. So we talk about Second Life, Tinies. There's a community of Tinies, and there is art. This is art. Okay, art is, half of art is about women, girls, beautiful. Not just women, not old women. You don't see old women in art much, but mostly it's young uh, women. Look at this. Look at this one. Oh my God, gorgeous. The eroticism, the rape of Proserpina. Okay, this is this is 16th. Why today you have rape this, rape that, date rape. Rape every day. That's white man's word, rape. Part of it. Okay, that's because it's a foundation of Western society. And then we have this Chinese memes and Chinese stuff. These are Chinese memes and emojis. Fascinating. So we have tons of things to go through. And this Korean girl again. Look at her attire. What an attire! And women has this kind of attire. So 1,000, 1 million designs. With showing their body. 1 million, 1 billion designs of it. Why? Because that is the foundation of human animals. After food, then it's about sex. You see, without these kind of things, we go extinct. That's the power of these things. But modern society, they don't know. They don't know. They forgot. They don't know what the modern society we have today. We have all these young girls. They are doing cam shows. Did you know? Good morning, Justine. Good morning, Namshan Shikosiko. And Justine, happy birthday, Justine. So today is Justine's birthday. So, and I'm buying a Kinesis Advantage 2 silver ergonomic keyboard. Yay! Fantastic. So Justine is going to get a Kinesis keyboard, which is the one I use. And I showed this a million times. Let me see if I can show it again. Oops. Okay, let me get it to show. Okay, so modify the video and modify it, and let me adjust the things. Okay, so modify that and modify that. Actually, you can see it. I think there it is. So here is the Kinesis. Okay, and I started to use this trackball. This is old trackball. I don't think it's that good. I don't recommend it. Okay, this trackball has, the design of this trackball has been 20 years since 2001 or something. So I do not recommend that trackball. Let's go back. Oh, and so you can see my bedroom. So this is my bunkers. Okay, you just shit on the floor, shit and toilet papers. That is Sa Li's life. That is my life for the past 10 years. And in fact, I've been sleeping on the floor for 20 years. I led a ascetic life. No pleasure for me until maybe when I'm successful. Who knows when? And I'm gonna die pretty soon. Then we have facial expressions. Now, facial expressions, if you don't know, facial expressions, guys. Now, human facial expressions, we have actually thousands of muscles on our face, and that makes up most of the body language. Even if you don't know, you don't hear what they are talking about, but you can see, you can tell what they are, their emotions, what they are thinking, whether they are angry or whether they are open to chat, or they are open to uh, sex, or including males, male or female, or if they are angry, or if this is a good time to talk to them, facial expressions. and modern society with technology, we have these animations. The animations, they actually capture. In order to do this, look at this. Now this girl, apparently she's angry. Look at the way. And so modern society, we have technology, 3D animations that actually capture the facial expressions. You can tell how good is the technology just by watching these animations, because when you watch these animations, if they if you can detect emotions or that just like a real person, then the technology is really good. So today, let me tell you about the story of facial expressions. Technology, we have been. Wait, am I alive? Check status. Okay, I'm good. This video. So modern technology, we know a ton about facial expressions. So properly, this is part of psychology. Psychology, study of psychology and biology, and neuroscience, brain science. So we don't know what's the force behind the understanding of facial expressions in a scientific way. The main force of that is actually animations, the entertainment industry, 3D animations, such as those made by Disney or Pixar. Because in order to do this animation, or Shrek, there's an animation Shrek. In order to make a dog or Mickey Mouse or whatever to show realistic emotions, you have to understand the human face, in very exacting detail. It takes decades to understand it. Then you can try to then you create the 3D animation to emulate it. So that is not trivial. And one of the interesting thing is that you might think that, oh, the study of human facial expression is by it's part of psychology or brain science. Yeah, it's true, but actually the money, where does the money came from? It came from the animation industry, the entertainment industry, because these companies, Disney or Pixar, they need to, they make movies and they make money. Money is talking here. So they want to make money. In order to do so, they have to make great realistic animations. And in order to do that, they have to study human facial expressions to exacting detail. So that is actually how today, after 20 years, we have animations that's so realistic. You can see all the nuances and details, and it's basically a cat, So the well, okay. So the interesting thing, the point I want to make is that the fuel behind this research is actually from entertainment industry, not from academia psychology department. That is interesting because you thought, oh, because it's part of psychology or neuroscience or whatever, but actually it's from the fuel of it came from the entertainment industry, movies. And in fact, I also want to mention that in fact that much of AI today, the AI technology, where do they came from? You might think, oh, they came from academia. No, that's not true. I would claim, okay, the fuel of AI technology in the past 20 years, most of it, more than 50% of it, came from the entertainment industry, specifically games, video games. Because just like the facial expression in movies, the video games, they want, the companies, they want to make money, so they do games. And in order to do good games, you have to understand AI technology. And so there's tremendous research about that. So that's my claim. Okay, the more than half of AI technology in the past 20 years came from not from academia, but from the gaming industry. That is my claim. So it's that's a point I want to make. This is kind of, maybe it's counterintuitive. So BM Kosa says, what do you think about commerce funding academia? What about big pharma developing drugs? What can I say about that? That's com. So what about commerce? Big corporations funding academia, and what about big drug companies developing drugs? So I would say that's natural. Okay, I'm not sure what to say about that, but basically my thinking, my philosophy, my point of view is that society, we need, in short, we need capitalism. Capitalism is I don't want to use the word capitalism, because once you use these jargons, then nobody has a brain anymore. Everyone think about their perception of capitalism, whatever that means. Okay, they don't know. Okay, if you think you know what is capitalism or communism, go fuck yourself. Okay, once you use these words, it cease to have meaning. But what I'm trying to say is that I believe society, human animals, our society, Earth, are the way we grow is by natural, free exchange of things. So, and in fact, that is the root of capitalism. Okay, I don't want to use that word, but free trade. Okay, basically, for example, I want to sell you something, you can buy it if you want to, but if you don't want to, don't buy it. That is freedom. That is the most natural and the most prosperous. The reason we do things. Okay, that is the reason we do things. Okay, no other reason. Each one of us do things to benefit us. Okay, and only us. Basically, me. I do things to benefit me, my family, or my friends, or my race, my country, not your country. Okay, not your race or whatever. That is a fundamental nature of human animals. You cannot escape it. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to do good, I'm trying to be a saint, I'm trying to harm no animals. No, you are a fuckhead. Okay, if you really believe that, you end up doing evil things. So anyway, I believe, we so this is how human society works. Everyone just do things to benefit themselves. And if you want to name this system and that name would be capitalism. Okay, that's what capitalism is about, or free trade. Okay, so I believe this is the most natural, and this is also it turns out this is also the way for human society to be the most prosperous. Okay, the most prosperous. So that's my belief. That's what I believe. That's, I think, is my philosophy. So given that, so what about corporations funding academia and drug companies developing drugs? I think that's natural. Okay, that's actually natural, and that is actually good. But however, I want to put out some warnings. Some other points, because when people say that, oh, big corporations is funding academia, or drug companies are funding drug research, what people are mostly thinking when they ask that question, not you, okay, I mean in general, when people ask that question, they are implying, kind of implying or bringing up the issue about corruption. Basically, you have some big corporations, they are funding research. All your companies, they fund research about how about solar power. So obviously they are going to be biased, because they are going to tell you, no, solar power doesn't do good things. The electric cars is no good. Actually, we found, by our study, by our research, we found that oil is actually more the better. Okay, that's an issue. That's the issue people are thinking. With these big corporations, they fund research, which in general and naturally they are biased towards themselves, and that is true. I believe that is true. But however, you see, so we have a problem, kind of. So we have to. So what I'm trying to say, my opinion about this is that we have to understand the situation. Okay, so on one hand, I believe in free trade. Okay, free trade and capitalism. So the corporations, they fund research is actually natural and good, in my opinion. But however, we must also understand there's a corruption issue. It's coherent. This line of thinking is coherent, because, like I said before, each one of us do things to benefit ourselves. So these big corporations do things to benefit themselves. So when they fund research, usually it's biased, okay, or lie. Okay, in modern society, they lie. They tell you, okay, we funded some independent research, but actually it's not independent at all. All your companies, or drug companies, or Google, today, Google, Facebook, they are all fucked, very fucked. So, of all things considered, what I'm saying is that you have to understand what's going on. Okay, so what we want is, first of all, we want freedom, free trade. We want freedom of individual. At least I want freedom, free trade, without government, nothing. Okay, I don't want minimum wage. I don't want fuck minimum wage. Okay, I don't want government sponsored, what, rent control. No good. I don't want government, nothing. Okay, some of it is good. Okay, but let's not get too complex. I want just to quickly tell you my views. So I don't want. So I like free trade. But meanwhile, we also, once you understand these things, you must also note that about the corruption issue. Corruption. When your company becomes big, huge, they fund academia, everything that just benefit them. So that is actually corruption. The problem came from corruption, not free trade. Okay. Now, free trade is powerful, because when company is corrupt, I can see it. I can tell. Most of you guys probably agree. You can tell Google is fucking everything. Google, Facebook, these corporations, all your companies, they are fucking around every day. We can tell. So when that happens, we choose some other company. So yeah, okay. So Google, you're gonna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna use Google anymore. I'm gonna use something else. So that is the power of free trade. You don't like my emacs tutorial, go buy some other people's tutorial. That is free trade. Okay. So what happens if they are if there's a corruption. For example, I'm selling my emacs tutorial, but actually I'm too lazy. My tutorial is actually not bad. I mean, not good. Then you don't buy my stuff. You buy other people's stuff. That's free trade, okay? But today, because of the power struggle, because corruption, because people don't understand, people are non-thinking. The open source fuckheads, programmers, and the Free Software Foundation fuckheads. These people, they don't understand how human animals work. They don't understand, so they are just pushing random ideology. That is why we get corruption. That is why today Google, Facebook, they are controlling everything. Then because Google, for example, if you don't like them, don't use theirs. Use some other companies. But the problem is there are no other companies. There's only Google and Facebook and Twitter. Why? Because they become corrupt. They get governments, or they get people, you guys, the open source fuckheads. Okay, they get you people. They push out propaganda ideology so that other companies cannot begin to challenge them. That is why, okay, this is the reason I think that's a problem. This is the reason why we have Google, Facebook, Twitter, Microsoft, just a few big corporations that they control everything. But back to the free trade thing, normally this will not happen, because if you don't like Google, just use someone else. Except Google created a situation and propaganda, the open source fuck, many of you guys open source fuckheads, be chanting open source. So they create a situation so that they want you to believe something else. They want you to start to believe, oh, capitalism is no good. Oh, the companies, they must have, rules about, ethical rules about, ethical this or that. This is why. This is why they become more and more powerful. That is my opinion. So Justin Scotsify says, so are you more prone to anarchism? No, not at all. Did I just wasted 15 minutes of talking? Why would I be prone to anarchism? No, I'm not pro anarchism at all. Well, I believe in free trade, but I do want some. I want some sort of minimum government. Okay, I'm not. It's a big and complex topic. Okay, anarchism, like depending what you mean. I mean, anarchism is another big political word. Like conservatives, then progressives, then capitalism, then communism. Once you mention the jargon, the brain is gone. Nobody understands a thing. When they see anarchism, you think of one thing. You think it's A. The person B think it's B. Person C think it's C. So every time they say, no, anarchism means is fuck, you are a fuckhead. And the other guy says, no, you are a fuckhead. Anarchism is good. That's what happens in politics, because the word loses meaning. Nobody, vast majority of people, when they talk about politics, they have no idea. They just jargon, anarchism, capitalism, communism. They have no idea what's going on. Especially in today's society, things are extremely complex. But anyway, anarchism. So apparently, anarchism is there are two main schools. There are quite a few schools of anarchism. So that you have, as far as I know, okay, as far as I know, you have one school of anarchism that is pro free trade. Okay, there's a jargon, I forgot what, but anyway, there's a anarchism that's pro free trade. Then there's the other anarchism that's anti free trade. That's like communism, socialism. So you have different anarchism. So anyway, that's getting very complex things. Benko, okay, so Benko says, Benkyo says, I love when this man says, fuck this, fuck that. Okay, so if you have not already joined Discord, okay, we have vibrant Discord, vibrant people, great people, and you can find my Discord link in YouTube or on Ksali website. And we haven't begun to talk about today's stuff. Okay, so today I want to talk about emacs and lots of other stuff. So that is me trolling pen on YouTube. Let me show you a video of it now. Let's see if I can do it. This is a natural position. Normally it's like that, but I can do it. Let's see. Okay, this pen trolling will be, first of all, focus on one hand. Okay, you have to put. I have to kind of relax to do this. So anyway, that's one hand. Then you have two hands together. They can go on forever. Okay, there that is. So we have a lot of topics, and we started to talk about anarchism and free trade and capitalism stuff. So the writing style of Sadi, this is another stuff. So many things. Okay, I'm working on my website, and I have thousands tab open. I have about 6,000 essays I've written on my website, xali.info, xali.org, Word English. I have about 6 domains, five or so domains. And I have 6,000 essays or tutorials or commentaries on various things, technology, art, and stuff. And the maintaining them is every day. It takes a lot of time. So anyway, so I want to. So what are we? So what is the direction are we going? I want to do some emacs, and because that involves let's do some emacs, okay? Because I'm going to do some emacs coding that involves user interface design and magit. So Justin Scoffey says, so you need to specify your concise meaning of words. That's endless. You can. It's not. It cannot be possibly be done. Once you started to talk about economic systems, professors and great philosophers has been doing that, and for thousands of years. GNU Emacs says local labor versus imported or outsourced labor. That's another big topic. So local labor versus imported or outsourced labor. Many of these political issues, there is no right question. Okay, there is no. It's not like, oh, we just do this and it's good. Many of these political questions, there's no right answer. So rather than saying what I think, which one should it be? I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I can tell. One of the wrong answer is saying this is good or that is bad. Okay, that would be the wrong answer. There's no right answer to many of these complex political issues. The reason they become hot buttons is because in general people don't understand nothing. People don't understand nothing. They watch TV, or today they watch Netflix. They just get brainwashed. The corporations put billions of money in advertisements. That's what you see every day. Consumerism. That's a jargon. So what you see every day, what you know is from what you see every day, and what you see every day, your life, your life. Everything you do since you were born are put out by these corporations, at least in America. TV, entertainments, movies, Hollywood. So that becomes that's your brain, and that is a big part of modern society, or shall we say postmodern society. So so what is the alternative? For example, what can we do? Well, you have to think. Okay, again, there's no ultimate question. Like many people when they are thinking, oh, I'm for capitalism. Oh, I'm no, capitalism is no good. We should be socialism. That's all crap. Okay, there's no, you cannot pigeonhole it into some just, local labor is good, or immigration is good, or it's bad. It's nothing like that. It's very complex question. Rather, so the solution, there is no solution. Okay, there's no like one answer solution. That's what people want. Let's see. Sally, do you have? Can you give us a solution? Like one sentence solution that solves everything. There's no such thing. You just have to think. So great people in history, at least, okay, my opinion about this is that what you need is education. That's almost the most important thing. Okay, if you want one solution, I would say it's education. Okay. Now, when I mention the word education, that does not mean institutionalized education. That does not mean, oh, everyone should go to high school. The institutionalized college. Not necessarily so. Education just means education. You learn things. You get knowledge. Ideally, you want everyone to have good understanding, good learning. That's part of education. Even before the era where we have colleges, we have universities. For example, before we have universities, let's say 300 years ago, you still have education. You have disciples. You learn from people, from a master, from experts. You have crafts man, and also you learn from your parents. You learn things, and you learn to be nice. You learn what not to do, what's good to do. You learn not to lie, not to steal. That's education. Okay, then you learn also about specific things like keyboards, computing, programming, or sculpture, painting. Specific skills. You learn things. Learning things is fundamental in human animals since since 10,000 years ago. You have to learn things. So that's called education. Okay, not necessarily the institutionalized education. Especially today, we have this Harvard, this Stanford, this MIT, this Ivy League. Fuck. Okay, they have become a huge giant corruption. They churn out people who are brainless. Especially in today's social justice, they churn out these people who are like journalists. I have a degree in journalism. I have a degree in communication. These empty facts. Okay. So anyway, so education. I think that if you want one, if there's one solution to society's problems, doesn't matter today or 10,000 years ago. My belief, my understanding is that education. You want people to be learned. You want the more learned, the better. And then there's a question. Okay, how do you do that? Again, there's no answer. Okay, how do you get everyone to be learned? There's no simple answer solution to that. You just have to you have to do things. So how long have I been talking? I have been talking for 34 minutes. So let's do some emacs, shall we? Guru emacs says, okay, so yeah, let's do some emacs. Let me tell you, okay, some a friend. I want to thank the one of my friend who has donated to me. Um, yeah, yeah, well, I like donations. Okay, so people, you guys, if you like my stuff, watch my video, give me some money. Okay, give me a few bucks. So one of the question, who is this guy? What's his name? I can remember his name, but usually when I'm talking, I forgot. But anyway, we can see the name on Twitter, but I'm not logged into Twitter, so I have to I have to log into Twitter. Okay, so let's do that. And then I have to type password. Okay, so let's type passwords. uh oh, all this while you've been seeing me without without seeing my screen. Okay, so anyway, so let me go to Twitter and log in. Okay, so yeah, I'm in. So let's switch back to XOS scene. So actually, I want to do some emacs. So notifications and live stream, Discord, Code. Okay, Code asked me, can I recommend Code? Yeah, thank you, Code, for money. So Code asked me, can I recommend some keyboards, cheap Chinese keyboards? There are a ton today actually. So you just go to my website, you go to search for Saudi keyboard, then you go to the PC keyboard. Then I can tell you what I recommend. If you just want the cheap Chinese mechanical keyboard, so I can recommend this one and this one and this one. So you just go to my website and visit them, okay, and you buy them. Make the economy great again. So let me post the link to my YouTube here. Actually pop this window out, and oh, that window now needs to go here. Actually go here. So yeah, let me show you the which cheap keyboards to buy. So this one is good. Water resistant Chinese keyboards from China. They are so cheap. They are like, you can get one for $30, $40. Just buy them. Mechanical and water resistant. One thing about Chinese keyboard from China is that most people will think, oh, it's from China, it's gonna break, in 3 days. Actually, no. So China keyboards has been on the scene for like 5 years, 4 years for now. So I've been looking at them, the comments, reviews, what people say, and actually there's not much bad reviews. They are actually good, reliable, and super cheap, $30. So they are actually, I think they are driving, they are making, Logitech and all these other companies, they are eating their market significantly. You talk too slow. Who, me? What do you mean? uh you mean I should go around topic faster? So anyway, so this one I recommend, Chinese, cheap Chinese keyboards, and these optical switch ones. So there are a few varieties. I think you can find one without being ugly. For example, this one is, I think, okay. So this optical keyboard, I think I recommend. Okay, and also there's this one. This one I have. It's there. This one is that is my photo. Oh, that is my video. Actually, I showed a video of it. XR talk show. So this one is got thin keys, okay, very thin keys. So that's 3 I can recommend. So I want to go to start to do Emacs. So let's close that. I want to show you Emacs stuff. Okay, let me do Emacs then. Close that Emacs blog. Okay, so how long have I been talking? I've been talking for 40 minutes. Okay, so Xa Talk Show. So okay, so let me show you this. Let me show you what I want to do. Magnify. Wait, close that. Magnify and Xa start command log mod. So on this window, you can see all my commands such as that. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, so my Emacs, I'm going to show you a command. Okay, first of all, let's go to a Wikipedia article. Let me show you what the command do. Okay, GNU Emacs, I want to go to Wikipedia article. So there, copy the URL back to Emacs and paste it here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a command of Emacs. Okay, so let's also go to, so here is the Emacs article. Let's create another link. Yeah, this Gosling Emacs. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, let's save him. Okay, yeah. Let's just use that Gosling Emacs. Okay, so we have 2 links here. Okay, now I press a key to make them into a Wikipedia link. Now you can watch on the purple panel the command name. Okay, so I'm gonna do it now. Do it. You see, XHTML any linkify. Do it. Okay, so we got 2 links, and now make a list and show in browser. Okay, so you can see we have 2 links to Wikipedia. You can click on that. But what I want, I have a command that removes all Wikipedia links on my website. Why do I want to remove Wikipedia links? Because I talked about this before in my previous video. Because Wikipedia has become corrupt, and I talked about it before. You just go to my YouTube, search for Wikipedia, you'll find it. Do not donate to Wikipedia. Okay. So I have about 7,000 links to Wikipedia on my website. Okay, so in the past, created since the past 15 years. So let me show you. Okay, on this page, you can find it on my website, xali.org, Wikipedia links. You will see, as of 2016, I have 7,000 links to Wikipedia. For each one I've linked to for my website, I have read about 10 more, 10 times, 10 more articles. So I have read tons of Wikipedia articles in the past 20 years, since Wikipedia began in 2003 also. But beginning in 2006, I'm going to stop linking to Wikipedia. And in fact, I'm actually removing my 7,000 existing links to Wikipedia, because time has changed, and because Wikipedia has become corrupt. Back then, 10 years ago, not everyone knows about Wikipedia, so I link to them for my website when I'm talking about Emacs, or when I'm talking about Unix command line. For example, ls or whatever command, I link to Wikipedia so people can find more information. Very useful education. But today, time has changed. The internet, the culture, the politics, society, it's constantly changing. Today, time has changed. Every fucking idiot knows about Wikipedia. In fact, everyone is so, information is so ubiquitous everywhere that today's young people, they are bored. They play video games, they are tired of it. They are bored every day. As you have 1,000 1 million video games, they are all tired of it. Then you have porn, but you also have 1 billion of it. It's so much that you get tired of it. You get tired of it. Then Wikipedia, knowledge, information, they tell you everything about everything. You also you get tired of it. So information is everywhere. So it doesn't, it's not like when you read my my article, I link to Wikipedia, you're gonna click. Nobody, you don't care. You already know it. Most people already know it. So it does not make sense for me to link to Wikipedia anymore. Okay, it doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to remove them. There are 7,000 links. It's hard to. I don't want to remove them by a script because sometimes that will change the meaning of the writing. Because so rather I do it on a case by case basis. Wait, do you guys are seeing me? Okay, you are seeing my page. Okay, good. So I want to remove them case by case basis. Like when I read one page of my website, I remove it. So that's one of the reason I want to remove Wikipedia links. The other reason is that Wikipedia has become corrupt. The guy, the Jimbo Wales, he's a, I think he's not a good person. He's getting people to donate, so they have millions, 92, millions of money. It goes to his pocket. Okay, so do not donate to Wikipedia, and in fact, let Wikipedia die. The fucking Wikipedia, let it die, because it's not going to be a loss to us. Wikipedia, if Wikipedia disappear overnight today, by tomorrow, by next week, by in a month or two, you'll have tons of equivalent. Okay, you are not going to lose information. It's not like, oh, Wikipedia, if Wikipedia died tomorrow, it's like, oh, you cannot find information anymore. No, in fact, possibly after half a year, you will have much more diverse and richer information. That is my opinion. So do not support Wikipedia. 20 years ago, Wikipedia was a great thing. Okay, but not today. Things change. You have to keep thinking about what's going on in society. So, and the other reason I don't want to link to Wikipedia anymore is because they have become very biased. They have become uh, one of the things that's manipulated by those who are powerful organizations. They go in political parties. They go in, they manipulate, they erase history in Wikipedia. They find ways to do that. They change articles. For example, today we have the social justice kind of way of thinking, lots of them. So they are very powerful. They are run by, they are in Google, in Facebook, in New York Times, in those mainstream powerful corporations. They have millions of dollars. So they go edit Wikipedia. They try to change. They change. They control your thought. That is what Wikipedia has become. So that is another big reason I'm removing my links to Wikipedia. Okay, that's why. Okay, back to the emacs. I was going to show you my emacs commands about. So I wrote these commands to remove Wikipedia. For example, I'm gonna call a command. Let me show you. Okay. So I call a command. I put a cursor on a Wikipedia link, and I call this command. Okay. Start remove Wikipedia link. Enter. Gun. You see, the link is gone. Just becomes the plain text GNU emacs. Okay, so I can do that. Then there is another command that will remove all links on the current buffer. Okay, so let me try it. Let me show it. So this command is called remove all Wikipedia links. I press enter. You see all links on the current file to Wikipedia are gone. They are just replaced by the words. Okay, so that's two commands I wrote. Okay, so that's a demo of it. But let me show you what I want to do. Okay, so let's go to the source code of the command. Okay, so you can see the source code. Here is the source code. You see that? So that's the source code for one of the command. Remove all Wikipedia links, and the other one is above it. Remove Wikipedia link. Okay, actually, I want to go to the bathroom and let me check how am I doing. Are you guys still here? Check Discord. I PM'd you. Well, just type it here. You PM me, Justine. Like, I don't have time to, if I click on your name, then it's going to show our past discussions. It might be private, so I don't want to show it right now. So if you just type whatever here or type in public, Justine, type in public. Like, I cannot answer. This is a frequent issue with me because everyone, because I write a public blog. I have 1,000 or 2 followers, so everyone started to email me privately or private chat in Twitter or on Discord. I cannot deal with them. I cannot answer questions to each one because each one, pretty soon it's 1 hour for each person. I don't have time to do that. So, sorry about that. So post to public. Post to public. Any questions, post to public. Unless I don't have money. I live in poverty. So unless you have, okay. So I'm going to read your questions after the discussion. So unless you pay me, you pay me $10, donate $50, then $100, I answer your questions for a full hour. So again, the other thing I'm doing is I do emacs Lisp tutorial or JavaScript tutorial one-on-one on video. So if you like to have that, pay me $100. I do it for 3 hours. So you get 3 hours dedicated, no nonsense tutorial. So in these 3 hours, you'll learn Emacs Lisp or JavaScript coding from the ground up. So if any of you guys like that, then PM me. Okay, do it. Pay me $100 and let's do it. Just pay me. Okay, because I had, then you have a lot of people who just started to talk to me, but they eventually they don't pay. I don't. I'm in poverty of poverty. So if you pay me, you do that. That's good. So anyway, so let's go back to what I want to do. So I have these commands. Let me show you. Okay, so remove Wikipedia link. That's one of the command. I want to move them. Right now they are in my init file. But what I want to do is I want to move them into my XR package. Okay, so that's what I want to do. So I think maybe that I should do that. So how long I've been talking? 45, 56. Okay, let me do that. So let me show you. Okay, so actually, so I have a lot to show. So let me open another window. Okay, so another window. Well, So let's go to XR HTML. So here is my XR HTML mod, 4,400 lines. So here's the URL you can go to. This is my XR HTML mod. So I want to move these two commands into it. So first of all, what I do is I want to change the name from that to that. So I want to add the prefix XR HTML because in Emacs Lisp you do not have namespace. So every package must have a prefix that serves as a function of namespace. So I need to change the name. Okay, before I change the name, I need to search in my init directory. So here is my init directory. So I need to search if anywhere I use the name because I need to change the name in every file in the directory. So let's do that. So I have a paste it here. Okay, so let's do that. So I call XR find replace, XR find replace text, and so call it. I paste name XR remove Wikipedia link. Okay, then change it to XR HTML remove Wikipedia link. Do it in this directory or EL files. Right change to file, yes. Fix case, yes. Fix case in replacement, yes. Make backup, yes. Okay, it's done. So here is the result. You can see two places. It changed in two files. Okay, now, okay, that's good. Now let's do one more on this XR remove at Wikipedia link. Wait. Let's do one more. This one, XR remove or Wikipedia link. Okay, call XR find replace text, paste it, and I want to change to XR HTML dash remove or Wikipedia link. Okay, 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 okay. Done. Two places changed. Okay, now I'm just going to cut these two files, this source code, cut it and cut it. Cut. Okay, now I open the XR HTML file. I mean XR HTML source code. Okay, then I need to paste them here. So I need to find the position to paste them. So let me find where do I want to paste. So I'm going to call a list matching lines define. So I'm going to see, wait. So I'm going to show all lines that contains word definition of functions. So that way I can find where do I want to the new functions, where do I want it to go. XR Wikipedia link. Okay, so here are all the functions in this package. Okay, I'm just going to put it somewhere here. Okay, this is probably, I have to think about where do I actually want it, because I have 100 functions in this code. How do you order them? That's actually a general question. There's no right answer to that. So let's just say let's just say here. Okay, so open that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I just closed the buffer. Okay, here. uh, okay, so I'm going to put it here. Okay, so paste. So you see I just paste it, so you can see now this one and wait, let me do it properly. So these two functions, now it's inside HTML mod. Okay, now save it. Now go to the top. I want to change this version number line, so copy paste. Okay, delete it and call the date. So here we have a new function name, I mean the new version number here. So actually let me add change, so version 8.1 point something. So save it. Then I'm going to call magit. Okay, that's it. So that is it for about the task of moving these two commands to this package. Let's restart emacs. So I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna go to untitled. Do I want to save it? No. Quit emacs. 10 people watching. So now I'm going to go to shell terminal, magnify, actually close that terminal, a new terminal, start emacs. Okay, and actually I need to go to the bathroom for, be right back in 30 seconds. I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm back. So I'm back and let's get on to, wait. Oh, so this should be fixed like that. Okay, so are you guys still here? 10 people. So any comments? Any comments? Comments, guys. Comment. Whoever you are. 10 people. Okay, so what are we doing now? So we just restarted Emacs, right? And now, okay, now the next topic. So previously I just demonstrated how I moved two functions into the new package, into this package. Now I'm going to show you. Wait, did Emacs just restart it? Yes. Okay, so I need to start command log mod. Okay, so now um, so now what I'm going to this is a new topic. Okay, I'm going to show you now magit. Okay, magit is a emacs package for using git. So let's do it. So magit status. Okay, call the command magit status. And why is it taking so long? Okay, there it is. Let's magnify. So there it is. So I move here, unstaged change. Okay, so I open it, tab to open it. So you can see, so magit is showing me the diff. So it's showing me I have added these two blocks of code, right? So I just did that. So now I want to commit it. Okay, so first of all, let me copy the name here. Copy, let me go to here, open a new buffer. Well, actually, let's do it here. Open a new buffer, paste it. What I want is this. Hold on a second. So what I want is these two names. Okay, so the rest I don't care. So I want to say two new functions. Okay, so this is basic. Okay, hold on a second. And let's put that. So I want to say that. So this is going to be my commit message. Okay, so cut that, close it, back to magit. And first of all, I want to add. So in magit, you just press S. You move the cursor to the file you want to add, press S. So now you see it's staged. You can see it says staged. Okay, now I want to commit. So commit is Control C, Control C. Wait. Control C, C, not. Wait, what? I'm using software keys, so that's actually what's going on. Oh, it's CC actually. So you press C and C to commit. Okay, so here you see it pops up a buffer and lets you type commit messages here. So I paste what I wanted. So I say two new functions. Okay, so there's a idiocy in magit mod. Okay, so this guy actually responded to my talk. There's an idiocy in magit mod. You know, these typical programmers, they are used to the idea of lines should not be longer than 70 characters, something like that. To this day, where does this came from? This convention came from punch cards. You know, the punch cards 50 years ago. But this convention is still with us because these idiot programmers. So they, for example, why do they? For example, let me show you. Okay, so right now I have this thing in one line, in one single line, and obviously it's more than 70 characters. Let me show the ruler. Okay, ruler mod. So you can see this line is more than 70 characters. You can see the bar. You know, there's a, you know, so it's more than 70 characters. And now you can also see that the magit mod automatically, when your character is beyond 76, it makes them red. This is what magit mod doing. Magit mod is doing this. It make it red so that, you know, it wants you to know that, oh, you have a line longer than 70 characters, therefore maybe you should cut it. This idiocy supported by magit mod. You see, what magit mod is trying to do here is that one is trying to follow the convention of the programmers. This idiotic fuck from programmers from the Unix lineage, because in Unix it is Unix that enforce this convention to this day. They tell everyone to cut their lines. Lines should not be no longer than 76 characters. Otherwise, they truncate it silently. That's what Unix is doing back in 30 years ago, to this day. So anyway, we got this convention. I talked about this many times in my video. So magit mod is trying to follow the convention. They're doing this. And also, magit mod is part. We can blame magit mod is part of this criminal gang. It's still trying to spread this convention. That is what magit mod is doing. It's trying to, it's helping spreading this idiotic convention. Okay. So anyway, you see, so I have a long line, and it's highlighting, whatever beyond 76 as red. Okay. Now, as far as why this convention is bad, I'm not going to talk about it today because I talked about it in past videos, and I have like 10 or 20 or 30 articles about it. You can search for Xali 70 charts. You'll find it. So anyway, so magit is doing this. Now let me cut it this line. Okay, let me cut it so I want to cut it into 2 lines. Now you see, now I have cut it into 2 lines. So the first line is it's no longer than 76 characters. But however, notice magit is still making the second line red. Why? Let me show you. Okay, so if you press a return, now it's good. Now it doesn't show as red. But however, if you don't have a return, it make it red, because this programmer, this hacker type of programmer scumbags, okay, these idiots, so what's wrong now? Now all my lines are below, within 76 characters. Why are they still making it red? Why do they want like a new line? Well, this is a kind of a new convention, because these Git fuckheads, these Git Unix, loving people, this Unix philosophy, these Git fuckheads, these idiots, they think, okay, they developed a convention that says that you should, the first line should not be more than 70 characters, but then if you're going to have multi-lines, then you should have a empty line as a second line. That's their convention. Okay, this is idiot. Okay, that's so why is that idiot? Because it's idiotic for the same reason that a line should not be more than 76 characters is idiotic. It's the same reason, because these people when they look at lines as kind of formatting. That's how they look at lines. But you should not look at programming source code that way. Rather, you should look at programming source code as from a semantic or syntactic unit point of view. Not formatting, okay? Not line, not new line, the line-based, the hard-coded formatting way. You should look at from a semantic unit point of view. Okay, that's the reason. I have articles. You can read about them. I'm not going to go into them. So that's one thing. Okay, so I don't think this convention of having a space is good. The thing about Git is that you have, these Unix fuckheads. You have Git, they tell you, oh, you need to source control you need to use source control. Once you use source control, then it has 1 billion conventions. It's not like you start to use Git, you learn Git, then everything falls in place. No, but because then Git, then you have 1 million conventions about Git, about conventions about how you should, these fuckheads, these Unix people, idiots. They are, it is they creating complexity on pile on top of complexity. They could, it's like a complexity all the way. The thing is about these Unix fuckheads is that they think they are the god. They if you don't follow their advice, they think you are idiot. But in fact, they are idiot. They are the most criminal fuckheads when it comes to programming conventions. Okay. So anyway, let me move on. Okay. So Magit is telling you should have 2 lines. Let me show you. Okay. So anyway, so this is my commit message. I wanted 2 lines, and I don't want a fucking empty lines. Doing that. So let's do this. Okay. So now I press Control C to commit. Okay. Do it. Then here is the fucking problem. This is a different topic. Okay. Here. Now look at the bottom, the mini buffer. The magic tells me that second line is not empty. Commit anyway. So magic is popping up a message, giving me some sort of warning about some kind of convention. The fuck magic. That's a problem. Okay, this is a separate issue. Previously, we talked about why 7 short lines is no good. We talk about why these fucking idiotic conventions. Okay, that's one thing. Here is a different topic. This topic is about user interface, about why programs should not pop up this prompt, asking questions. Like every time you do a command, then it pops up. Because warning, something, something, something. Do you actually want to do it? That should not happen. Okay. Well, this is a minor issue compared to the line length problem we talked about. This is a minor issue, but in my opinion, so if you want to do a good user interface design, try to avoid these popping up questions. Okay, for example, Apple throughout Apple's design, Apple UI is usually very good, and they avoid these popping up questions. If you have a question, just do it. Okay, just do backup or whatever. Just do it, and maybe then display a message afterwards after the command is done. You should avoid popping up a prompt that stops everything. That stops the flow. So this is what I'm talking about. So Magit is doing that. Okay, I say yes. Okay, now it's committed. Now I want to push to my server. Okay, capital P, then P. Now I push to the server. Okay, it's done. Now, so if you go to my GitHub, go to search Xali GitHub, XA HTML mod, you'll see the code update on my website. Okay, I think that's it for today's talk. We talked about huge number of things. I hope it's fun for you guys. So let's see the comments. I'm writing Wikipedia scraping code. I'm a Vim user but interested in learning some emacs. Okay. Where are you from? BM Corsa. And BM Corsa, join Discord. Okay. So because once you join Discord, then we can talk, we can chat every day. And sometimes we do live streams, sometimes by other people on Discord. So it's fun to join in. So George says you should do a Discord tutorial on language learning. You mean natural human languages? Yeah, we can do that. Well, but I prefer YouTube because YouTube Yeah, because YouTube, I have some incentive to make money. YouTube. So Benkyo says true, but you can do ignore or commit anyway. Back from round one in UK. Oh, Rwanda. Oh, Rwanda. Okay, so you are actually in UK. You went to Rwanda, but you are back. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. So I mentioned yesterday I did a complete revamp um, of my emacs tutorial. So you guys, so HTML mod emac this. So go buy it. Okay, just click on the button and pay me. Okay, emacs tutorial. The other one, of one of my tutorial I highly recommend is JavaScript in depth. These two tutorials are very good. Okay, so okay, thank you guys, and bye. See you next time.